my last video, I talked about class ideas. In this video, I want you to take those ideas, decide what to teach, and find a niche. If you're a newbie, it's okay if you have no idea what your niche will end up being. I also talk about throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying different classes. If you haven't tried classes from your passions, previous job, Sunday night list, and Pinterest, then do so. Don't be afraid to put a little of everything out there. Here's my portal and all the unlisted classes that I have because I really did try everything. This is an example of Lauren. These are some of her listed and unlisted classes because she tried many things too. She started in March of 2020 before a lot of VIP kid teachers came over to Outschool, and she didn't have any examples to follow, so she tried different things. After you put out classes and try teaching them, ask yourself these questions. What's booking? What do I enjoy teaching? What age do I like? What age range books the best? Start making more of those classes and narrowing it down. Also, don't make the same mistake that I made of trying to start too many new classes at one time. Remember that each class you create has prep work and that goes with it. Before creating new classes, open new sections of the classes you already have and are successful. I asked in Outschool Teacher Village for everyone to give me their niche. As you can see, the possibilities are endless. You can do it by subject, age, type, and you can have more than one niche. Actually, I couldn't even put them all on here because there were so many. So for me, after trying many things, I settled with book clubs as my niche. I would have never guessed in the beginning that book clubs would end up being my niche. It all started with a side job I had outside of Outschool where I was asked to lead a small group book discussion. I decided to create an Outschool class out of it since I already had material. The class was such a success, and I started looking for other book classes to teach. I enjoy teaching them too. Now, it's okay to have more than one niche. Here are some examples of people who do. Rebecca has math and science as her niche. Lauren teaches video game classes, social clubs, cooking, math, but she mostly sticks to the same age range. She did try some different age groups before finding the ones she liked best. Danny has all types of classes for first graders as her niche, plus PE classes. So if you have more than one passion or interest, it's okay to have two or more things out there. It's okay to have a variety of age groups too. Paige teaches mostly reading classes, but has classes for ages 4 to 18. The season and time of year can make a huge difference in what classes book and what are popular. My first successful class was my American Girl Tea Party. I started this class during the height of the pandemic and at the beginning of summer. It's a social fun class, and that's exactly what people were looking for in the summer, especially in the midst of COVID. In the fall, it completely stopped booking, even after I cut the price in half. People were not looking for this type of class anymore. They wanted more academic classes. Now imagine if I had started and listed that class for the first time in the fall. It would be on my list of unlisted page, and I would be telling you about a class that I tried and didn't work. On the flip side, I wouldn't start a class called 5th grade social studies at the beginning of the summer. So don't be afraid to retry a class that didn't book again at a different time and season. Paige has a study skills class that she only lists at certain times of the year. From her experience running a Sylvan Learning Center, she knows when this type of class would be popular. Last summer, I only did one-time classes. I even said I would never do an ongoing class because I don't like the restriction in my schedule. I wanted to be able to choose my schedule from week to week. So it started with one first-time class, a book class. I got a request to make it an ongoing class. I reluctantly decided to do it and even opened 2 sections because not everybody could come to the first section. For my second ongoing class, the same thing happened. It started as a one-time class and a weekly class was requested. Come fall, and I noticed that only my ongoing classes were booking and the one-time classes weren't booking at all. So again, timing is everything. In the fall, parents want a consistent schedule and ongoing classes were more popular than ever. Multi-day camps are popular during times when kids are off school, such as summer, winter break, and spring break. Also, multi-day classes are allowed to build on each other. So if you teach a subject that builds, multi-day is the way to go. And that would work for a fall semester class too. Although sometimes multi-day can be a big commitment financially for the parents, so you can break it up into smaller chunks and have a part 1, part 2, to make it easier for the parents. Another strategy I've tried is to find classes that no one else is doing as to cut down on the competition. That can go one of 2 ways. Either you've hit the jackpot because no one else is doing it and there's a need, or no one else is doing it because no one wants that class. A good place to look for this is the top 10 on the Sunday night list. Those are top searches that don't have huge search results. So in conclusion, find a niche, but you can have more than one niche. Don't be afraid to try different things. Different classes work better in different seasons or different life situations, such as COVID. Also the class type, such as multi-day, ongoing, flex, or one-time classes, book better during different times of the year. In my next video, I will talk to you about funneling your classes.